welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in today. Today we are doing a video that has been long overdue, and we are doing an updated walk around of the Toyota FJ. So as you guys can see, and for those who have seen the last walk around video, a lot has changed. So we're just basically going to start from scratch and go over everything on the FJ. So stay tuned and we're going to talk about every single piece on here and kind of give a little overview of everything going on. So the most obvious change you guys are going to notice compared to this walk around, compared to my old walk around, is that I did get rid of the wrap that I did on here. I got rid of all that white and black two-tone crap, and now we are completely Raptor line all around the whole entire vehicle. If you guys saw the video, I did this all personally in shop. Basically the first thing I ever Raptor line, but I think it came out excellently. If you guys want to check out that video, scroll back a little ways and you can see how I went through the whole entire process of sanding down the FJ and laying out the Raptor liner. But I went a little crazy with it. I did everything. I did the bumpers, did the rock sliders, and then the whole entire car. But it has held up amazingly, and I love it. So next up, we're going to go ahead and talk about suspension, because the suspension has changed a lot since the last video. A year and a half ago, I did install my Dirt King 3.5-inch long travel kit, and I pulled out that All Pro 2-inch long travel kit. This handles much better, much more resilient, really quality made product from Dirt King. So if you guys are looking for a long travel kit for your FJ, Tacoma, 4Runner, any of that stuff, give Dirt King a look, because I've had this kit on here for a year and a half now. Everything is filthy just because I really didn't clean it that well, but it's handled fantastically. I'm still running these same Fox 2.5-inch DSC shocks up here, but I did add in Fox 2.0 bump stops back there. So basically just cut off the existing bump stop and put on a shock bump stop. So that's the front end here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the rear. So as you can see, I am running the Metaltech progressive springs here in the rear, as well as the Califab links, which include the panhard bar and the offset upper and lower links. They all work really well, give yourself a little bit more travel, and that is all paired up with the Icon 2.0 shocks, which are coming out very soon. I already have a set of Fox 2.5s that I'm going to throw back here, so these are going to be coming out very soon. So that'll about do it for suspension right now. As I said, there's a lot of changes coming up soon, but I'll talk about those later on. Let's next talk about the wheel and tire package I have going on here. I am running the Fuel D116 True B-Lock wheels. These were actually off of ADD Off-Road's SEMA build back in 2013. I may have mentioned that back in a previous video, but just so you guys know, they used to have this silver beadlock ring, but I went ahead and painted everything black, so they're filthy and dirty right now, but they look better cleaned up. And they're actually wrapped in 35 12.5 R17 Nitto trail grapplers. These tires they're decent. I've had them for a while. I seem to really like them. I'd like to upgrade to 37s. Biggest issue is I have to still get this guy in my garage because the Raptor does not fit. So for now, we're sticking with the 35s. So now that we've talked about the Raptor liner, the suspension, the wheels and tires, we'll just do a full little walk around of the rest of the FJ. First thing you will notice, I still am running the True Bushwhacker brand fender flares. I was originally going to go fiberglass, but after going back and forth with how the fiberglass actually looks, I went ahead and just modified my placement of my bump stop, so the front tires still do clear those fenders and there's no impact to that tire at full up travel. Again, on the side here, you're gonna notice I still have the the All Pro standard duty sliders. These have done me just fine. I could upgrade, but I haven't had any issues with those. I still have the ARB awning on my Baja flat utility rack with black mirrors and the taillight guards and the locking gas cap and all that. Wrapping around to the front, another new addition since the last video is the new light cage. So I went ahead and threw this whole thing together one afternoon, and I went ahead and got some 9-inch LED lights. This thing throws a ton of light down the trail, and I think it looks a lot better than the standard just light bar. So that's the big change on the front. I did change up the rigid cubes to some rigid, the Baja Design Squadron lights. So those were actually off my Tacoma. If anybody else follows the page, you would have seen those lights before, but I'm running those now. Same bumper, still the Warn, it's just painted differently. Same white halo lights with the Warn Xeon winch. Big difference on the front is I do not have the white 2014 grille anymore, and it is just back to black. Same halo headlights. I am still running the BrodyBuilt skid plates underneath. This is the 4-plate package or whatever they call it. I'm only missing the gas tank skid plate, so I'm pretty sure that's the 4-piece. So I'd like to get the gas tank skid plate at some point, but that'll probably be down the road. Haven't had an issue yet with it, so hopefully I don't puncture that gas tank. Still running the snorkel and all that. Everything did come off when I did the Raptor liner. As I said, guys, if you watch that video, you'll see the full in-depth tear down and all that stuff, but still have the snorkel on this side. Again, everything's blacked out. I still have the traction boards mounted on the roof. It's a custom mount, which I'm going to redo that here eventually, just kind of get something a little cleaner. But that's about it for that side as well. And then on the back is kind of similar to what it was before. Just kind of, I changed out my high lift jack, so I had the red one back here. I went to the Ultimate or whatever they call this one, the Extreme. So works a little bit better, kind of suits my needs a little more. So threw that on the back, full size spare. And then I do have the Rotopax mount here from the Chi-Town mount that bounces onto the back side of the tire carrier. So that's there, which is a gas tank, water tank, and then a storage box. CB antenna with the All Pro mount, and then just another light bar in the rear. So that's kind of about everything on the Walkaround. About do it on the exterior, besides the fact that I do run the tube doors in the summer, so these are going to be coming off shortly as soon as the weather gets a little warmer, which I really enjoy running those. The only thing is it gets a little dirty inside, but here is the interior. I am running these Sparco seats on top of the planted seat mounts with just a little raised bar there to kind of get it back to stock height. I'm going to do a quick little overview of these in a different video. So if you guys have any questions of those, just feel free to leave it in the comments and then wait for that video to come out. We'll talk about how those get installed. Other than that, on the interior, besides everything being filthy, as I said, just regular rear seats, Sony navigation over there, scan gauge, CB radio up top, and then just basically stock everything else, standard switches and all that over there. So there's a lot of stuff coming that's going to be changed on the interior soon. I'm going to pull off all the silver bezel pieces around the dash, as well as the gray pieces on the column. And I'm going to try Raptor lining all of that stuff on the interior. So I'm going to make a video when that all comes in. We'll see if it actually works. I really would like to try the back pieces as well. So if it comes out well, that's all going to be Raptor line. And then I am going to try to do something with the headliner. I don't know if I'm going to try to refabricate it or what exactly I'm going to do yet. But as you guys can see, it's filthy. So I'm going to try to do something with that. And in the rear, I am still running the same Amazon $10 storage unit thing that I put together. It's running just fine, so that's there. I did upgrade to a Bear Track system here in the rear after last video. So I really enjoy that just because you can keep everything nice and clean in the rear end. Kind of gives you that space to put an ARV fridge, or in my case, I just put my Yeti back there. But it holds everything down nicely. Still have my sub. It's an Alpine sub over there in a box that I built 5-7 years ago, something like that. Fire extinguisher, back cage that I put together, and that's about it back here. Lastly, we'll talk about the stuff that's under the hood. We are still running the TRD cold air intake as well as the Doug Thorley long tube headers going into their Y pipe into our Borla exhaust going out the rear. Nothing too exciting. I'd like to put a supercharger on it at some point, but I keep going back and forth. Biggest thing for me right now is to re-gear. I'm contemplating doing 488s, but I know people say that the stock 8-inch rear in these 2007 FJs, the teeth get a little thin. So kind of going back and forth with that, but that is about it, guys. Kind of think I've touched everything. I've probably missed some stuff, but thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to give you guys another overview of the FJ for the beginning of 2020 here, so we can kind of talk about things that are going to be happening throughout the year coming up. So stay tuned for all that. Again, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye.